I really want to focus on research, teaching, and learning. I think that by focusing on these particular issues, we can really strengthen the college in some very exciting ways. I think that in terms of research, one of the things that's really important is developing collaborations. And I think that collaborations not only should exist amongst faculty, and not only faculty within Columbian College, but we should also be thinking about outreach to other divisions at the university. And we should also be thinking about collaborations between our students and our faculty. Some of this already exists here at Columbian College, but I think that we can actually do more, and I look forward to working on that. I've got to say there are a number of exciting things that are happening here at this institution. It has a great location. It has a dynamic energy that very few institutions have at this particular moment in time. This is an institution that's on a growth arc, a real trajectory forward. And those types of things excite someone who is thinking about moving into administrative ranks at a deeper level. And so at Johns Hopkins, I was a vice dean for interdisciplinary programs. And one of the things that seems to be on the horizon for GW is really deepening its commitment to interdisciplinarity. And so that was a perfect match for me, among other things. And so really the dynamism of the place, the energy of the faculty, the passion of the students, these are things that I find terribly exciting, and it's almost impossible once you're exposed to that not to be affected by this contagious kind of optimism for the future. And so these are things that really brought me here. I got interested in Latin America really in college. I was learning Spanish, and as an inquisitive student, I wanted to learn more. I had a mentor / advisor who was working in the Spanish department who was from Peru, and his language skills, his English skills weren't the greatest. And he encouraged me to travel to Latin America. And I was able to go to Venezuela while I was an undergraduate to do a small research project, actually a documentary film for St. John the Baptist. Really, that exposed me for the first time to Latin America. I'd never been there before. I hadn't really thought about Latin America in any major detail. When I was there, I became familiar with Afro-Venezuelan culture, and I was from there hooked. I've always been passionate about history since I was a child, and so things started to merge. A new fascination with Latin America merging with my childhood interests in history, and it seemed like a perfect marriage. I must confess that I was not completely sold on doing a PhD while I was an undergraduate, and so I was on the fast track to law school. But a good professor encouraged me to follow my passions and my heart, and so I applied to PhD programs, at the same time applying to law school. I got into some JD PhD programs and then ultimately decided that history was for me. So far, I have to say, Colonial inauguration has been the best. It was great fun, although it was pouring down rain. Students were smiling, enjoying barbecue outside in the rain, really connecting with the students and seeing the exuberant kind of dynamism that this university has to offer, seeing the Mount Vernon campus and also visiting the various locations here in Foggy Bottom. Seeing the energy of Colonial inauguration is something that really excited me and makes me look forward to this job. I really do enjoy my family, and I spend a lot of time with my kids. I have 3 children, twin boys who are 3, my daughter who's 5, and playing with them, taking them to exciting new places, watching them enjoy. We went recently sailing in Annapolis, doing those types of things and really raising them has been a great joy. Apart from that, I do enjoy reading. I enjoy writing. Actually, writing as a professor for me is actually fun. So that's, I do get a lot of joy out of that. I used to play saxophone, and so unfortunately, time commitments have compressed my ability to practice, but I enjoy that. And I also enjoy sports, and not necessarily playing sports. I don't have necessarily an athletic frame, but I enjoy sporting events, particularly the Washington Redskins, which is, I think, becoming well known. I'd like for students to know that I am deeply passionate and committed to education. And I value their presence here at this institution, and that I'm going to work hard to try to make their educational experience the best that it possibly can be. And that not only involves paying attention to them, but also to the faculty, because I do think there is a connection there. And so that the more that we support students and faculty at this institution, the better off our student body will be.